subliminal messages to the Earth. The extraterrestrial denominated context has origin entities outside of our planet, and the calls ovnis or stars that surround for our airspace is much more complex than the treatment made by the investigations ufologic is of different contrasts and of its search and scientific investigation. The whole psychological expression of the different experiences, INCLUDED, always those considered as nuns that always had influence to a part of the curious and reflexive society. It is the clearest component to deduce that some intelligence without biological component, they are giving rules and focuses for a psychological formation. Doubt that formation spreads to be developed with the same effects and consequences that originate in the social community, doesn't fit, and that for that reason they had its identical confrontations, rivalries and extravagancies. Of there that subliminal stimulus to connect and to meditate towards something more extraordinary than the simple social routine. Formerly, like we know, there was not a technique to simulate the unlikely thing, but the stories of those that experienced they were notably similar to the current ones. Today and day, with the technological evolution of civil and government handling with its certain likeness to produce the unlikely thing, is more feasible to simulate tricks and confusions, causing easy reasonings for some investigating ones, and this way to introduce comfortable logics for its disapproval. An acceptance of the extraterrestrial origin as well as beings of organic evolution, it takes us to constitute diverse equivalent concepts to those that at the moment we as well as organic and limited beings process. Of there, the idea that they manage similar technical with our same problems in the distances for the interstellar trips. An intelligence being still developed in a biological state, it is obvious that it cannot expand beyond certain limits for the cosmos to be caught in laws like they are the space and the time that it is what impedes the space sailing manned in extreme distances logically. After a process of biological evolution, the developed intelligence prospers without biological support, dominating the matter and interfering organizedly with different communication models toward those that are in an inferior evolutionary process. Them, as certain more evolutionary intelligence, even secured to our planet and i.e. initiators of the big cultures of our world, they are to direct diverse works toward the current biological residents. All this is manifested implying to the psychological behaviors taken place by the processes of the beliefs caused by their manifestations, considered some of them as appearances of the Virgin One and at the moment as ovnis, in like more interactive process of connection. The term of a progress advanced in a planet synthesizes to take place collective conjunctions toward the earliest when it arrives to its culmination, because a thing is the evolution that is part of the community and another is the individual spirituality that is not part of this. As spirituality, they are not the religious beliefs or behaviors you index these, but to the culmination of the true wisdom. State this complement for the elimination in the brain of different loads and derived conceptual oppressions of the biological state. An end of biological and intelligent progress is dissolved toward diverse expansions being activated new projects by the cosmos or a formation of the conscience for biological successors of concrete planets, included ours. The biological progresses already evolved toward a superior stage in our planet and in symbiosis with other intelligent domains. They are those that cause the different signs of messages of subliminal nature, generating that the psychological energy of the social masses stimulated, experience and look for an interpretation. Of there, the strategy or the plan of the intelligent process to modify the human being by means of the reflection. The key three are an intelligent energy process that carries out a cosmic planning in several levels and enter these on the planet Earth. It is as a reference point or pierce for the great plan that approaches to the planet. Its work in our orb is of safeguarding, creating and ordering the chemical thing as the biological thing in all its included species ours. The ski takes in its same different frequencies with different access codes, which can work by telepathic or with physical movements. The rules to continue are the following ones: the telepathic road, cerebral energy decoding, and the physical road, receiving fields and originators in another way of incomparable messages to ours. These energy neither he/she goes them, neither he/she comes them, what the human lunatics organize for ourselves, because he/she is the humanity what interests them and not our big material achievements. They don't have necessity of us, but yes, they should send attentions to ours, because their messages to part of being intelligible make a sense different to ours. The aquatic dimensions send subliminal messages to the surface of the planet Earth by means of images, sounds, and sometimes more tangible mental images. The aquatic world has different development and transformation that the space or cosmic. Is for that reason that some submerged cultures are in the existent underground energy cities in the heart of the aquatic plankton, that is to say, below him. The transformation that originates in the planetary axis is very different in each space. In the marine underground, some intelligence that are largely devoted to the learning information of the regeneration of the intelligent energy to prepare the being aware of their intellect degree exist and this way to reach a superior level to that of the Earth. Our low logic exists for us. For them, it is simply depending on the nature of our evolutionary progresses will go more and more connecting with their energy presence, because they are preparing instructors for a future planet.